Today's show is sponsored by the Daddy Daughter Dynamic and the Power 13, as we lovingly call them. 13 women that have poured their hearts, minds, body, and soul into this amazing book called The Daddy Daughter Dynamics that will be coming to a store near you soon so that you can help find the release that you need over your daddy-daughter dynamics. I hope you will look out for the book and keep looking for us as we continue to pass the word that healing and forgiveness is possible. Hi, I'm Brenda Warren, the Solutionist. I help people turn their mess or their mission into a message for the masses as I teach the world how to tap in to live their best life now. Today, I came on to just simply talk to you guys about what's going on with me and all the things, exciting things that have been happening in my world. I've kind of been absent for a little bit because I've been kind of healing and just taking care of myself. The passing of my two beloved guinea pigs, S'mores and River, and a few other setbacks just kind of had me feeling kind of down. And I needed to take a step back so that I can take a step forward to tap into my best life now. So I thought I'd come on today and share with you guys what's going on. There's been a lot of things. First off, what's going on is learning to take my own advice. As I travel around the country, virtually and in person, teaching people how to tap in. Tap in is my 5-step strategic plan that helps you get from here to there. Oftentimes, people have a desire to make a change in their life, and it seems so daunting. Sometimes can seem a little bit overwhelming, especially when the events of life just are continue to happen. Loss of a friend, loss of a loved one, just all the things that are happening in our world on a daily basis. And then we're trying to figure out, how do I do it? That's where I come in. I teach people how to tap in so they can live their best life now. Now is no opportunity wasted. Why are we sitting on the sidelines watching life go by while we wait to lose weight? We wait to find our special boo. We wait to get a better job. We wait for the kids to grow up. And then we find ourselves waited out. I know it happened to me. You see, I always said that once Alex went to college, or once the guinea pigs passed, or once I lost weight, I do this, I do that, I do the other. I was waiting myself to death. I gained weight. My marriage was in shambles and life was still going on. Alex did eventually go to college, but then the pandemic hit and Alex came right back home. Alex will start college again in the fall, in August, because they've been accepted to the University of North Carolina School of the Arts. And I'm so proud of Alex and all the accomplishments that Alex has made over the past few years as they discover who they are and they walk in life as their authentic self. Sometimes when you're a person that is non-binary and don't fit into the social norms, it's kind of hard to find your footing or your place. But I am proud every day as Alex learns to walk unapologetically, unstoppably, being their best selves every single day, not wasting the opportunity to just be the person that they are, the person they was raised to be: kind, courteous, respectful, considerate. Yeah, my baby's all that and more. Alex is pretty amazing. And because of Alex and the encouragement and my excitement to be their mom, I've learned to open my mind, take the braces off my brains, and look at people and accept people for who they are, right where they are. Show the love of Christ, because sometimes it's not easy when we've been raised a certain way to believe about them, theirs, and others. How about we just accept each other as we are, as the children of the Most High God, that are not perfect, but that we're each, what do you call it? A work in progress, because I know I am. So with that said, I want to tell you about the exciting things that are coming down the pike. First off, I want to talk to you about the Daddy-Daughter Dynamics. That book is coming out soon. I have been blessed to be a part of an amazing group that we affectionately call the Power 13. It's 13 women, and you saw them at the beginning of the show, that have put their stories into a book. Each story is unique. However, each story has a common thread of forgiveness, love, and healing that we want to share with the world. We want to start the conversation so that you too may overcome the issues you have with your daddy-daughter dynamic, or maybe the issues that you've just had with feeling like you're all alone. Well, I'm here to tell you, you're not. And there's 13 women that are about to prove that to you when you read this book. I think you'll be enlightened. I think sometimes you'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll be amused, but the stories are as powerful as each of the women that took the time to write their chapter in this book. The daddy-daughter dynamic is a conversation starter, and it's a conversation worth having. You know, when I heard about the fatherless daughter syndrome, I thought, what kind of crazy crap is that? And I had let it go. I heard about it years ago. It wasn't until I got to write my chapter in this book that I realized that, hey, I really did have some issues that affected the way I show up in the world, how I showed up in relationship, how I dealt with the opposite sex. Child, after 3 marriages and 3 divorces, you would think I'd figured out that there's a common denominator, and that was me. So over the past few years, I had to work on my own thoughts about self, my own daddy-daughter dynamics that led me to be mistrustful and maybe not be the best partner in the world. Okay, let's not sugarcoat it. No, I wasn't the best partner in the world. But going forward, I'm doing the work to make sure that I can have a happy, healthy, whole relationship that's not tainted by the mistakes or the limiting beliefs of my past. So if any of y'all know that chocolate brother with the rock hard ass that just died to be in a relationship with a woman that's been divorced 3 times that has done the work, hit a sister up because I'm out here. But on a serious note, this book is designed to start conversations amongst daddies, daughters, mothers, brothers, cousins, aunties, uncles, and the like. Tell a frenemy. But when the book comes out, I want you to take the time to read it or listen to it so that you can work through your daddy-daughter dynamics. In addition to the daddy-daughter dynamics, I am really, really happy to tell y'all about another book that I'm also collaborating with. And I'm going to show it to you right now. Look at this. The Truth About How to Save Money and Time, Amazingly Simple Business and Success Tips. That's coming soon as well. My power team partner, Miss Lisa Deschamps, a fellow veteran, Air Force veteran. I'm a Marine, she's Air Force. We joined forces to come up with the book that we wish had been out when we first started talking about having our businesses. It was amazing to Lisa and I, all the things that we did that we paid for that were actually free, or things that we should have paid for that free just wasn't going to cut it. Sometimes you don't know what you don't know till you find out you didn't know it. So Lisa and I has compiled this book, The Truth About How to Save Money and Time, Amazingly Simple Business Success Tips, to help those of you out there that are thinking about starting your own business or switching into making your business more successful. This book has something that I think that you'll be very happy that we took the time to compile. We even have a section in there that tells you how to use the book with some quick tips. You can jump around. We really made it easy for you to find what you're looking for. You know how a lot of books, they just put a whole bunch of stuff that's really not necessary. We tried to take that out of there, but give you what you needed to walk away knowing that you had a resource that you won't read once, but we expect you to have it on your side table and refer to it often as you realize the truth about how to save money and time using these amazingly simple business tips. You know, sometimes when we are trying to figure out what we want to do, we're not really sure where to go to get the answers. When I became the solutionist, I had to laugh at myself about that. I've been giving people advice since I was a little girl. People would come up to me, just total strangers and adults, and tell me their life stories. I take that as an honor and a privilege, and I'm humbled by the people that feel safe enough to tell me their deepest, darkest secrets. That's when I began to realize that I had a lot to offer. I didn't always charge for that offering because I didn't want to prostitute my gift. I learned that in the church. But God didn't expect me to be broke. He said he'll give you the ability to gain wealth. And boy, has he ever. That's when a couple of years ago, I wrote my first book, Soul Searching, Get on Board for Transformation using the TAPIN method. This was my first book. I wrote this book and I had the help of an amazing woman, Pastor Mercy Miles Jenkins. If it had not been for her and her vision to help several of us bring these books to life, this book would have never saw the light of day. She's over there at Legacy Driven Consultant. And let me make sure I say that correctly. It is Legacy Driven Consulting Publishing. She's a life coach. She's a pastor. She's amazing. Again, Mercy Miles Jenkins. And I'll put her information in the description box so you can reach out if you'd like to reach her. But after I had done this, I really didn't always follow everything she told me to do. So when my book first came out, it just kind of sat out there and nothing was done with it. And it wasn't until a little while later that I decided, hey, I think I want to be a best-selling author and I really want to take this to the next level. But that came about because many of you that may watch this later on or watching now asked me questions about the first book. So I decided I needed to update the book and fill in the gaps because there were many people that were having book reviews, book parties, book studies on my book, Soul Searching. I was honored and I was amazed. But then questions started to be asked, and I thought, how do I answer those questions? And how do I make the soul searching experience even better? Well, the answer was to make a second edition. So I did. I took all the questions and the comments that I received from the first book and updated this, and I created a new cover that was based on people's comments about the first cover. And I put my brand colors on it because by then I learned a little bit more about business. So in this book, I designed it so that it's prepared for my upcoming seminars, virtual and in person. I got my little golden ticket because we're going to have the golden ticket campaign so you can tap into your best life now. Remember, now means no opportunity wasted. So I'm taking this opportunity right now and not wasting it to tell you about all the things that are going on and coming down the pike. I have some amazing guests amazing guests on my roster that are going to be coming. Other authors, other entrepreneurs, people making great impacts. I can't wait to share them with you, but shh, don't tell nobody. We'll come back to that later on. I'm excited because Soul Searching hit number one in 5 categories. And I'm excited to say that it did that with the help of my coach, Coach D. Emmanuel. He also has a leadership launch that comes on 6 a.m. Eastern. I am remiss that I didn't put the other overlay I had about him as the gift activator. He helps people write their books and get them published. Because of him, I was able to become a best-selling author, and I am forever grateful for Coach D. Emmanuel for helping me reach my full potential in this genre of books, and also to activate the gift within me because it was more than book writing. But we're going to talk about that a little later because I'm going to do a testimonial to tell you all about the process of me working with Coach D. Emmanuel and how it changed the way I view book writing, how it also helped me walk in my purpose. If you want to see what he does and listen to this amazing man, check him out at 8 a.m. Eastern at the Leadership Lunch, Monday through Friday. You can text LEAD to 502-289-6648 for updates and meeting notifications. It's Mind Shift training for coaches and consultants. It's a training you don't want to miss. You can also catch him on Instagram at The Gift Activator. It's at The Gift Activator over there on Instagram. He's an amazing man who will activate your gift, help you walk in your purpose. And he does it in such an amazing way. You'll enjoy the process. So check out Coach D. Emmanuel. And when you hit him up, let him know Brenda sent you. You know, I have been real excited about the book process. So much so that I'm also writing 2 children's books. And that came out of a creative writing class. One I'm going to also be doing myself. So if you're interested in creative writing and writing short stories and you want some help on that, DM me and let me know, because I'm going to be doing a conference soon. I can send you some information about it. I'm really excited about the 2 books that are coming out. I've always wanted to write a children's book, and thanks to one of my mentors, author Adam Fleming, I was able to write this story during one of the creative writing sessions that we had. And before you know it, there was my book. So I'm getting it illustrated now, and I'm excited to say my kiddo Alex is doing the illustrations. Alex is an amazing artist, and I can't wait for you guys to see what Alex comes up with, my 3 Little Bunnies story. So that's exciting and coming down the pipe. In addition, I am also writing a relationship book. Yeah, me, I'm writing one. I think it's going to be an interesting twist. It's a conversation like it's girlfriends, but it's going to be me, God, a side chick, a dude, and an anonymous person. So I think it's funny. I think it's interesting, and I think it'll make you think. So I'm looking forward to finishing that by midsummer. So I'm still working on it, but I'll keep you posted on how we're doing. In addition to all of that, working on courses for TAPIN. The TAPIN experience will be coming soon. I even was thinking today, maybe I ought to create TAPIN University. What do you think about that? You know, a university all about teaching people how to live their best life now unapologetically, unstoppably. Yeah, because every day I live with an attitude of gratitude. I'm unapologetically unstoppable, and I can't wait to teach others how to do that. So I thought, why not create an online university? Everybody else has a university. Well, not everybody, but hey, I want one. What do you think about that? Would you come to the university? Would you take some classes on how to be unapologetically unstoppable? Tell me. I want to know. Main thing is, I just wanted you guys to know that things are moving right along. Hey, and if you haven't heard, the Unfair Advantage Live, yes, it's back, you guys. It's happening in another couple of weeks. If you go to superconnectormedia.com or unfairadvantagelive.com, I believe it is, you can find out how you can get an unfair advantage in the media. Look at all these bing bings happening on all these. I thought I turned off notifications, but sometimes you forget to do that and you get what you get. Anyway, you ought to go check that out. You have to apply to go to the Unfair Advantage Live. Just not anyone can attend. But if you want information about it, or you're thinking about you want an unfair advantage and you want to figure out how to get with the media, you want to go check that out, because it is off the chain, y'all. I'm telling you, it changed my life. In addition to that, I created my own media training. Recently, I was blessed to be able to offer this training to the Power 13. We talked about what you wear, how do you speak, what do you say, how to build simple sentence structures, how to do the 1-sentence introduction. All of that was included in the training. And that's something I will be offering very shortly. I'm doing some updating. We're going to talk about equipment, what you use, what you don't use, how you can prepare yourself for an interview. If that's something you're interested in, let me know. Or if you just want some coaching on how you can live your best life now, again, DM me. Well, that's all the things that are going on right now here with myself, the solutionist, as I do what I can to impact the world and make a difference. It's important to me to help people really step into their greatness and to see that there is greatness in each and every one of us. If you're thinking about there's something that you want to do, remember, if you don't identify what it is you want, you can't get to it. Oftentimes, the biggest barrier to getting from here to there is that gap in between, because you're not quite sure what you need to do. And that's what I'm here for, to help you tap into your greatness, because there is greatness in each and every one of us. Remember, you're a designer's original. You don't have to be a copy of anybody else. If many of us would learn to just run our own race and stop FOMOing, fear of missing out, or comparing ourselves to other people, and just be authentically ourselves. You'd be surprised how much further you would get. When I stopped looking at what other people were doing, it changed how I showed up here on like these live streams, because fear will keep you from doing the very thing you say you want to do. And what is fear? Fear is future events already ruined. Stop ruining your future. Stop telling yourself stories that don't make sense. Remember, you have the pen. You get to write the story of your life. So if you're going to write it, I always say, make it an epic adventure. The main thing is to know that you have choices. Yeah, that's right. You do. No matter what it is that's going on in your life, people will come, people will go, people will pass, people will live, people will be born. Life's not going to stop because a pet passes, a spouse passes, you lose a job, you gain a new job. Things are going to always be going, but you get to choose how you respond to it. So why not respond to it by giving yourself some grace? Realize you don't have to be perfect, but you'll always be you. I've learned to embrace my flaws and all, and just to live my best life now, unapologetically unstoppable. I own my choices, the good ones, the bad ones, and everything in between. So I encourage you on this Thankful Thursday to be thankful that you have a choice. And remember, the choices you make today, yeah, that will be the reality you live tomorrow. So what do? Choose wisely. Have a great day, everybody. And keep in touch. Remember to subscribe or follow me on the many social platforms. I'm always Brenda the Solutionist. You can find me at brendathesolutionist.com. And I look forward to interacting with each and every one of you as your time permits. DM me, send me an email at brendathesolutionist@gmail.com. Just check in and tap into your best life. Be blessed, everyone.